Hello, my name is Steph, and today we'll be learning Hill Cycle. Hill Cycle is it's part of the cycle family, obviously, and there's not much more to say to it, so let's just start writing down the information. So, the way we would read this off is by giving out the letters, in this case, the top and bottom row alternating. So it's C, U, that's not U, C, U, U, K, R, G, T, S. Then we'll write down the amount of 72 degree rotations for each dial. Don't worry about what they will look like. Essentially, if it's just follow this if you need to. South is equal to 3 and west equals 4. So yeah, just follow that if you need to. And I guess north equals 0. So we have a 4, 1, 2, 2, 2, 0, 1, 4. Alright, now then, I'll just put this up here.
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
Now then, we split these into pairs. Now for each pair, we turn their number from a 5-digit number, a base 5 number, into a base 10 number. So the way we do that is we grab the first digit, multiply it by 5, then add the second digit. So 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 2 is 12. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 0 is 10. And 1 times 5 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. And let me section this off so I don't accidentally encrypt it later. Now then, after we've done that, don't worry about this. After we have done that, we want to make a sort of copy of it. But instead, we grab the bottom right number, put it top left, grab the top right number, make it negative and put it top, and keep it top right. Take the bottom left number, make it negative, and put the top left number bottom right. You'll see why we need this for later, but let me just put that off to the side, or rather down here. Now then, if you had watched my Yellow Cipher tutorial, you do essentially the same thing in the final part. But anyways, so what we want to do is, actually let me remind myself what we want to do. Yep, okay. We grab our top left and bottom right values and multiply them against each other, and then subtract that from our bottom left multiplied by our top right values. And then modulo the result by 26. So let me just make sure Google doesn't screw me over. Alright, so our final result is 17. Alright, now then, we take our number 17, and for each, we multiply, for each multiple of 17, we want to modulo that by 26 and see if we can get the number 1. So 17 mod 26 is 17, so that doesn't do jack. Multiply by 2 to give us 8. 3 will give us 25. Now, here's an important tip I learned. If you ever get the number 25, then the multiple that you the number that you multiplied 17 in this case, if you, that is the inverse of the number you want. So what that means is we make our multiple negative, and then modulo that by 23. 26, and that will give us 23, which is the number that we need. So basically, to summarize what I just said, find the multiples of the number you just got for multiplying the top left and bottom right, and subtracting the bottom left and top right. And if it equals 1, then the number that you multiplied it by is the number you want. If it equals 25, get the inverse of it, well, the negated version of it, and then add 26. So as you can see, if I put 23, 17 times 23 mod 26, it'll give us 1. So, what do we do with this? Okay, so we take our number 23, and we multiply that against each value here, and then put them back in their corresponding position. So, 9 times 23 mod 26 is 25. Negative 12 times 23 is going to be 10. Negative 10 times 23 is going to be positive 4. And 21 times 23 is going to be 15. Alright, now then, we take our message from before. I guess we don't need those anymore. And we split these up into pairs. Now, for each pair, we want to get their alphanumeric position and put them down as in first letter in the top row and second letter in the bottom row. So C is the third letter and U is the 21st letter. Yeah, it is. Okay. Now then, here's a handy-dandy little sort of equation I got myself here. You can copy it down if you want, I guess. But it just cuts out a little work. So we put our top number in here and our bottom number in here. Then you put your top left number in here and your top right number in here. Okay. Then we get a number and we record it as a letter. So 25th letter is a Yankee. Then we replace the top left number, so from 25 we go to 4. Well, yeah, and replace it with the row below it. So 25 goes to 4, and 10 goes to 15. That'll give us 15. The 15th letter is an Oscar. Now, we get rid of our pair and bring in the new one. So we have 21 and 11. Okay, we do the same thing as before. Put the top number in the left bracket, well, parentheses. Put the right number in the second bracket. Well, the bottom number in the right bracket. We put the top left number in the left bracket. Put the top right number in the second bracket. That'll give us an 11. The 11th letter is a kilo. Is there a word that starts with that? Alright, well, I guess I found our word. But we'll get to that later. Anyways, so after that, we do the bottom left number, and the bottom right number, and we get a 15, which is an Oscar. 1807. 1807. Alright, we take the top left number and the top right number, put them into corresponding positions. A 0 is Zulu, since it's mod 26, 26 isn't available. So they just made it like so. Alright. Now we replace the top left number with the bottom left number, and top right number with the bottom right number. I guess this just won't decide to work with me anymore. Okay, so 72 plus 15 times 7, 177, 126, gives us 21. 21st letter is a uniform. Alright, this pair of letters was obnoxious. So, okay, we got 20 and we got 19. So, we put the corresponding numbers where they want to be. Our 14th letter is a kilo. Replace the letters as you normally would. And you got your final word. So, we take the word below the one we decrypted, go all the way back here to our original encryption, and encrypt it as we normally would. So we split these into pairs. Alright, so we have $19 and $20. Actually, let me check something just real quick. So we just do the thing like normal. So we plug in our top number here and our bottom number here, and we put our top left number here, so 21, and our top right number here. That gives us 15. The 15th letter is an Oscar. Replace the top left number with the bottom left number, but top right number with the bottom right number, and we get a new letter of, well, new number of 6. 20, yeah. Alright. Now then, we take 1. Yeah. So first, let me replace this. So we replace our top numbers and our bottom numbers, and replace the top left number, well, bottom left number, top left, bottom right number with our top right number. Can't speak today. Okay. And we record the letter as so. 10. We replace our top left number with bottom left, and top right with bottom right. So, yeah, F again. Now, this was the thing I double checked. Remember, since Z encrypts to a 0, you also want to make its alphabetical position 0. So 0 times 21 is 0, and 1 times 12 is 12. The 12th letter is a lima. This one's not that hard to do. 0 times 10 is 0. 1 times 9 is India. Alright, we have 0, 9, and 0, 3. Now then, replace these numbers, so 1 with 9, and 14 with 3. Make these the top left numbers and the top right. 17 letters equal Quebec. 10 and 9. And our last letter is a mic. So it's OFGF LIQM. Alright.
We have defeated the machine.
And that is Hill Cycle. As usual, I'll do a second example. So
All available experts, please report to room
let's get rid of
A9.
all this unnecessary stuff. And right, okay. So we start the same as usual. Okay, we have India, Papa, Oscar, Yankee, Quebec, Bravo, Quebec, Romeo. that is 2, 2, 3, 0, 1, 1. Wait, no, sorry. 0, 1, 0, 0, 4. Alright. Again, we convert these to base 5, so 2 times 5 is 10, plus 2 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 0 is 15. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 0 is 5. And 0 times 5 is 0, plus 4 is 4. Now then, again, section this off so I'm not stupid. And also make a copy of this. So we swap our top left and bottom right numbers, and so this becomes 04, and this becomes 12, and we would negate our top right and bottom left numbers. So this becomes negative 15, this becomes negative 5. Yeah. Alright. Now then, we multiply our top left and our bottom right values. So 12 times 4 is 48. And we subtract the product of our bottom left and top right values. So 5 times 15 is 75. And we modulo that by 26, which will give us 25. Now then, same thing applies as before. If our number results in us getting 25, we just take the inverse of that number. So the inverse of, well, we negate that number. So the negation of negative 1 is 1. Add 26, we get 25. So our number is going to be 25. Then we multiply each number and replace them into corresponding positions by our top number here. So 5 times 4, well, 25 times 4 modulo 26 is 22. 25 times negative 15 is 15. 25 times negative 5 is 5. And 25 times 12 is 14. Alright, and we can get rid of this and section this off. Alright. So, let me just put some space here. Alright. Alright, we put our top number in the left bracket, our bottom number in the right bracket, and in the left bracket we put our top left number, and right bracket we put our top right number, and we record the solution. So 22 is a victor. Then we replace as we normally would. That becomes an India. Replace our pair. So 22 times 15 and 25 times 15. That gives us a C. 15 times 5 and 25 times 14. Oops. Is 9, which becomes an I. We then replace that with our next pair, which is QB. So 17, 2, that stays, and that stays. Okay. Probably vicinity. Okay. And we continue with this process as usual. Replace the left number and our right number. Yep. Shut up. And we replace our numbers, so 17 and 2 becomes 17 and 18. 22 and 15. That becomes 20, which is a tango. And this becomes a 5. That becomes a 14. And that becomes 25, which is Yankee. Now then, we find vicinity. And we encrypt our response using the original grid. Alright, so we take our number 10 and our brown number 21 and multiply them by their top left and top right numbers respectively. So this becomes 12, this becomes 15. 19 is an S. Replace the numbers as we normally would. That becomes a D. Okay. Should probably split this up. 14 and 11. That becomes 12, and this becomes 15. Yeah, do that correctly. Okay. 21st letter is a uniform. Replace numbers. 10th letter is a Juliet. Okay, get rid of these, get rid of this pair. Okay, this becomes 25, this becomes just 1. 25 times 12, 15 times 1. That becomes Charlie. 12 times 5, and 4 times 1. That becomes Yankee. Get rid of this pair. 18 and 04. 18, 4. Okay, 12 times 15. Well, 12 and 15, I should say. 16th letter is a Papa. 5 and 4. And our second letter is a Bravo. Or our last letter is a Bravo. So, we record our answer as the U, J, C, Y, and lead.
This was exactly the way. Right now.
And that is Hill Cycle. I hope you learned how to do it. I hope I didn't go too fast. And that's pretty much it. So, get a job.